Hello, my brothers and sisters. God bless each and every one of you. So God is truly amazing. The video that I did yesterday about testing the spirits by having them confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh was all leading up to this dream that I had last night about the rapture. So I saw myself in a university of college of some sort, and it was so unbelievably huge that I kept getting lost looking for my classes. And when I finally found one, I saw what I believe was an angel standing at the stairwell, and I was getting ready to go down the stairs, and he said, "No, your class is this way." And when I looked up, I saw an arrow, and as I began to approach, the arrow turned into a report card that looked like a graph, like this. And all these lines here were just like the blue one, and on top of the line was an F, and right here on top of the line was an A, and it all started off with everything at an F, and then as I approached, it squeezed in and ended at an A. So I started off with everything being an F, and it squeezed in as an A, and that was it. I didn't enter the class. It was just all done in like 2.5 seconds. And soon after that, my family appeared. Some of my family, my sister and her husband and my son. And then I felt a huge tremble, not an earthquake. This was different. Like the movie Jurassic Park, when the dinosaurs appear and they put like one of their foot down and the earth kind of like trembles and you can see like the puddle like wavy. That's how it was like in the world. I could see the waves in the sky. And all of a sudden, my son, my sister, and her husband disappeared just like that. Like it was so quick, you cannot catch it with your own eye. And I was in shock, and I heard a voice say, "Do not worry, they are saved." And I was still in shock, even though I heard this voice, and I heard it again say, "Don't worry, you are saved." And then soon after that, I saw these huge fallen angels. They were so unbelievably huge, I could not believe it. But they looked like transformers. Let me see if I could pull up like this. This is the best I could find. And they were so big. People were running and hiding, but I was just standing there looking because I was in shock at how huge these things were. And this is how I woke up. So I was asking myself, why did they look like transformers? And I was immediately brought to Corinthians 2:11-13 through 15. It says, "For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Christ." So this is going to be literal. These demons are going to be able to transform themselves into apostles, teachers, prophets. And it's even going on right now. And it says, "And no wonder, for Satan himself transforms himself into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also transform themselves into ministers of righteousness, whose end will be according to their works." So it's going on right now, and it's going to be even more literal in the future. And there's also a verse in Hebrews 13:2 that suggests that people can mistake angels as people. It says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware." So this is going to be literal. And with the naked eye, you're going to be able to see it, because after the rapture, everything will be seen by the naked eye. You will see these demons, these fallen angels as they are, and they will also be able to transform themselves into apostles and teachers. And in 1 John 4:1-3, it says, "Dear friends, do not believe everyone who claims to speak by the Spirit." So during this time, it's going to be so crucial to have them confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh. This is where this verse is going to come in handy for those who are left behind. If they do not test the Spirit, they will be deceived. And it says, "You must test them to see if the spirits they have comes from God, for there are many false prophets in the world." This is how we know if they have the Spirit of God. If a person claiming to be a prophet acknowledges that Jesus Christ came in a real body, came in the flesh, that person has the Spirit of God. But if someone claims to be a prophet and does not acknowledge the truth about Jesus, that person is not from God. Such a person has the spirit of the Antichrist, which you heard is coming into the world into the world, and indeed is already here. It is already here. So this is already happening. It's just going to be more literal after the rapture. You will be able to see it with your naked eye. So this is why I had that experience yesterday of how important it is to test the spirit, and they have to fully confess it. They cannot just say, you can't say confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh and they say, I confess. No, they have to literally say, I confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh. That's how they have to confess it. And that's how you will know in those days who is the true apostles, the true prophets, the true people of God, by doing that. That's what this says. I will leave the verses in the description box. And yesterday's video, I'm so sorry. I said I would leave the verses and I forgot to do it. I will do it right after this video. I will leave the verses about the date setting and all that. So I was very shocked by this, seeing the Transformers. You know, it's no wonder that they make so many movies about this. It's like a corrupt prophecy from the devil, you know, and they all have a message. They are all significant. There is nothing that is made out of just pure vanity that means nothing. They all have a message. You just have to look for it. So that's why they make so much of these robot movies, Transformer movies, because that's how it's going to be after the rapture. Literally, they will be able to transform. And if you don't test that spirit for the people who are left behind, you will get got. You will be deceived. And, you know, I had such a profound experience yesterday when I said confess and they said, I confess. And they tried to do it again this morning. And I said, confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh. And they said, I confess. And I was like, you confess what? I didn't hear nothing. You see how deceiving it is? It has to be just, I cannot stress this enough. They have to say it completely. Jesus Christ has come in the flesh. You know, I feel like this was such a profound experience with the dream and what happened to me yesterday. The fact that he showed them as transformers. You guys take this to the Lord in prayer and get a confirmation. But wow, I am just amazed by this, that how everything is literal and these things are about to come to pass once the rapture happens. So that's it, you guys. I hope you guys were blessed by this. I hope I was clear. And like I said, I will leave the verses in the description box for this video and the one that I did yesterday. I'm sorry that I forgot. Okay, God bless all of you.